You're the high performance group, and from within this, the women's national team is selected.
Everyone's here for the individual performances, so go out there and do your best, alright? If your teammate heads drop, pick them back up. Okay, we've got to lift each other through the next hour. Yeah? Woo! Let's go, girls! Let's do it! What's that? One, 2, 3, 1!
Today we've got an internal friendly happening between the whole squad, so we're really looking at preparing our team, our squad for the World Cup Qualifiers in Moldova in October.
The game will be refereed, so Mark Burkitt supplied a couple of referees for us. Hey, hello, Constant. We got that one.
It's an invitation, so the players have been selected. Some of them coming from football, but also coexisting futsal as well, so they'll play a dual pathway in that respect.
We've seen over the last year probably 80, 90 players. More recently we brought that down to around 25, and today there's about 20. 14 will be then selected for the qualifiers in Moldova. That's the UEFA rules. We had the draw, obviously Moldova the hosts for us in a 14 competition, so yeah, very excited.
Blank canvas really, it's a pioneering kind of squad, so everything's brand new to them. So I think what they're really great at is bringing lots of energy and excitement around that and enthusiasm, which I think what you want really as a coach, and not having to work hard to try and stoke that fire within them. They're really up for it, they're really up for this journey.
It's a big moment for not just English futsal, but from the women's perspective in particular, being the first internationals.
Not many people get to say that they're the first of anything. They're going to be the first senior women's team, and that's something they should be really proud of. It's something I'm really proud of that we can help deliver for the futsal community.
What we're trying to do ultimately is get you to fast forward your mind and your mindset to October 16, 17. That's a little bit down to you to try and, fast yourself forward. What do I need to think about? Who do I need to be? How am I going to behave? How am I going to perform, ultimately? Okay? Straight into it. There's the two teams. We are going to try and create as much sort of intensity and competitiveness around the game as possible. Okay? So just some key messages in terms of today, what we're looking for. You can't always play the game you want to play as an individual, and you have to have the self-awareness for yourself and others who is on form and perhaps who just needs to help us tick over. The last little bit is over to you. You're going to go into your two teams. I'll put the back up on the board. All I want you to do is spend 5 to 10 minutes just clarifying any sort of queries, any thoughts related to the game plan a little bit.
If I'm taking it, if the fix is close, then I know to go in, yeah. Whereas if the fix is slightly more central, then yeah. And it does depend where they are, where the fix is going to go.
Simple, isn't it, man?
Every time someone explains something, it's just like, I don't know why anyone's moaning.
So I think there's a really good vibe around autonomy. They're really good at sort of clipping their own, footage and having some conversations in WhatsApp and all the stuff behind the scenes, almost like the extra 10%, that analysis stuff and the player development stuff is happening really, really well.
So basically, they just give us clips from the training sessions to look at, and then we can obviously look back through and see how we can improve and what we can do differently next time and stuff like that.
They're really hungry and they can't wait to get going when those fixtures come around in October for the World Cup. So
I've never shouted double or fix at all. I just kind of
we can just go from the movement, can't we? So how we set up.
Just so we can
look at how they're setting up.
If the kicker calls it, but it's not on, just look around.
Yeah, just play what you see.
There's some kit downstairs for you to wear and keep as part of your pathway commitment. So I'm pleased that we can do that for you. So it's not like a shop. It's based on what you gave us.
Do we have to wear it today?
Yeah. Okay.
First thoughts on the new kit?
Yeah, love it. I think it makes a really big difference for the girls all turning up and looking the same.
It's very nice, professional. My favourite part is whatever's going on here, and I love red, so. The only thing I must say, I'm going to have to change the colour of my shoes because that does not look good. I think I'm going to have to get some white ones or something. It's lovely, yeah.
I like the fact that it's a separate kit. I think it really solidifies us as separate to the football team. I love the design on it. I think it just encapsulates everything we have at England Futsal.
It's a good fit. See what happens. Hopefully it makes us play well, so I'll see what happens later.
I think we've had a few weweeks now of training, all coming in our own kits and different teams and stuff, and it's nice to have all the same kit so we can really like gel together, and it kind of feels more team environment. So yeah, it should be really good. Feeling more like connected, I think, and like the fact that we look smart, like we feel smart, like we're suddenly playing like so much better, I think, as well. So yeah.
I can't speak highly enough of them, the way they've come into every camp, wanting to learn, wanting to engage, wanting to demonstrate just, yeah, look, we can play this game too, and we're pretty good at it, and I'm really excited for what they can demonstrate in Moldova and show not just England, but the rest of the world that we're an aspiring futsal nation, we're on the up. Our aim is to do as well as we can with it.
If you wait for a second, there'll be a runner coming, like top of D, far post, and then you can almost wait for your decision, all right? So it's about being patient when they're behind the ball. Futsal's a game of specialist roles. So you've obviously got pivot players, turning, shooting, bringing players into the game. You've got your wingers, a bit more dynamic. You've got your fixed player at the back, who's the controller of the game. So I guess, we're looking for the brilliant basics in each of those positions. Pivot player, don't sink in here.
Okay.
Stay here. Pivot players, you want them to be dynamic. Good strikers of the ball, can turn, shoot. Bring players into the game. We need dynamic wingers who are good at connecting the game, who are reading the game really, really well. Same as our fixed players, someone that can read the game and defend properly, defend with intensity. So if we can do these three things well in each position, if we're experts at these three things, then you're in.
The intensity went up, and it's a lot more competitive today. So it's difficult because obviously you've got to get used to playing with different players and knowing each other's strengths and stuff like that. But I feel like today, togetherness was a lot better.
We've all got our players that we feel are perhaps in different stages. We have to come to some sort of consensus and agreement. My initial role is around championing those players I think should be in the squad for the World Cup, and then maybe giving those players that aren't quite ready yet some areas of development to work on, because we might need them, and it's good to have that competition within the team. So it's not set in stone, but it can ebb and flow. So
tell us about Moldova. What's it like?
Really good national stadiums, 2,500 seater. It feels like a bit like a bear pit. It's slightly lower, so the crowd, the fans are on top of you.
I mean, we got told we weren't allowed outside of the site we were in because of the danger of wolves. So we were stuck within a compound. So we stayed very much within that. But it's a pretty cool experience.
You don't spend so much time outside of the futsal bubble, the camp, because you rest, your recovery, you're prepping for the next opposition. It's an environment that allows you to really sort of focus on your performance. Not too many distractions, I would say.
It's all new to all of us. Hopefully we can go there, do well. I know obviously the teams are going to be really strong, and we haven't got that much time to, work on things, but hopefully, so cool if we do well.